Hey guys, Naz here with another video. In this video, I'll be going over the best build for Matthew with my Fist of Fury build in Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeem. Before we dive into the build, let's go over his base art so we see what he's working with. Backspin Punch is a break that requires no positions. This is really nice from the main game as most breaks required you to be on the enemy's side. Mighty Strike may seem weak at 165 potency, but if we attack from the front, this is actually 330. This is our bread and butter due to the low recharge of 3, and we'll be spamming this. And lastly, Revolt Uppercut evades an attack for us if we have aggro or there's an AoE going out, and it does 50% more damage if we cancel, which we should always be doing. As you can see, our arts are diamond shape or Agnian faction, meaning when we cancel our arts or have an auto attack connect, they will lower the cooldown. This is my favorite faction as I love playing whack-a-mole with my arts. Our talent art only helps with this as it will refund all our arts off cooldown. The damage is nice, but the main reason is so we get more ammunition. Unfortunately, our master arts are Kavessian, which means we'll have to wait for them to come off cooldown with no way of speeding this up unless we use our talent art. Detonating Hit is a conal AoE attack. Energy Boost gives us Power Charge. And lastly, Raging Force is our strongest hit at 440 potency with a 50% chance to ignore our enemy's defense. A cool feature in Future Redeem is our fusion arts are a lot more potent than the base game. Here's something I wish I knew. If you copy the exact positions I have, then our Energy Boost will become AoE Power Charge for our whole party. This is absolutely broken, and I can't believe I finished my playthrough without knowing this. I only discovered this after testing it out to learn the ins and outs of Matthew while I was making this video. Now that we went over our arts, let's go over our skills. Breaking Wave complements the playstyle we're going for by rewarding us even more by cancelling our arts. Flashing Fist is a nice filler as there will be times where we have no art to use, and this will help us refill our arts quicker. Giant Killer is a massive DPS increase versus any of the hard enemies we'll be facing. Victor's combo is fun for anyone who enjoyed the Nippon Strap in the main game. It's not reliable, but when you get the free recharges, it could be really fun. Before I go over our gems, let's go over the Affinity purchase order for anyone tight on AP. In the first section, you'll want to upgrade your base arts as this will reduce the amount they need to recharge as well as do more damage, with Mighty Strike having the priority over everything else. Afterwards, you'll want to get Breaking Waves and Flashing Fists. Critical Plus is really good as a flat 10% increase is massive. You could stop here as the rest aren't that important. When you find the item that unlock your tier 2, use it ASAP. In section 2, you'll want to get Art Cancelling to chain your arts together. This is game changing and where the build's name came from, as you'll be firing off a barrage of fists at your foe. Upgrade your talent art right after as the art refund is massive. Once again, upgrade your base arts as these are our main source of damage. Then Breaking Wave and Flashing Fists. Unlock Giant Killer and Victor's combo when you have the AP, and that's it for the important tier 2 upgrades. Once you find another Affinity growth item, we'll want to get Slower Arts Aggro ASAP, as by this point you're probably ripping aggro and dying. Next, you'll want to max out Gigantic Beat as this will bring out the true potential of the build with 100% art recharge. Upgrade Raging Force for that massive 440 potency, get your skills maxed out, then attack and crit up. Everything else is meh, so you could save your AP for your other members. Now that our Affinity growth priority has been established, let's go for our gems. As you can see, I didn't spend much time in this section as they're the same from the base game. Analyze Weakness because we actually have a decent chance to critically hit despite our skills not giving us any. Empowered combo is a no-brainer as we'll constantly cancelling, so why not do more damage? And lastly, Disperse Bloodlust stacks with slower art aggro so we could spam our arts in peace. Onto our accessories. Unlike the base game, we hardly get any stat increasing accessories, so you'll want to purchase the Ceramic Belt from a vendor. The 30% increase to attack is a massive damage increase. Warped White Brooch since Ultimate Qigong isn't here to carry us and it'll be a wonderful substitute. The last slot is for Chaotic Memory, so we can hit our enemies without missing or getting blocked. This build wasn't built around chain attacks, but if you go into one, then Strategy Manual 6 was used to help our team surpass 100 and allow us to hit 200 easily. The Heroic Chain is the main reason, so you could use Battle Manual 7 for the same effect. Now that Matthew's set up, let's go over our teammates and what they'll need to help us out. For arts, just make sure everyone has the same position as I do if you decide to do chain attacks or use fusion arts. A fun combo you may have missed is Rex's Rolling Smash and Anchor Shot paired together will give you an AoE break and then a topple right after. Now for their gems, the most important ones are on our tank so they could hold aggro better. Now for their accessories, Circlet of Enlightenment helps keep us alive. Devotional Necklace gives us a massive art refund whenever we rest someone. Battle Manual 7 to help us reach 200. Ceramic Belt because the enemies later in the game have a ton of HP and we need all the firepower we could get. Nicole's default completion sucks, so I made him useful by refilling the chain gauge. Glimmer is a key component, so I gave her Battle Manual 12 to help increase our damage. Keep in mind she can surpass 100 as this takes away the healer role. Shulk's more of a trump card to save the run in case anything goes wrong. Rex is your main damage dealer during chain attacks, and Battle Manual 16 helps him out. Now for our unities, Glimmer gives us a massive 30% damage increase. If you plan on doing chain attacks, then Rex and Shulk is what you're looking for to finish the fight. A and Nicole because the other pairings were better. Okay, now that everything's set up, let's get into combat, shall we? For general gameplay, you'll want to try and start battles off on your enemy's rear so we could get a free recharge buff. From there, cancel your auto attack after it goes off into Mighty Strikes, then Revolt Uppercut. If Mighty Strike got refunded, then use that, otherwise use a Backspin Punch. From here, we're just looking to cancel any art that comes up until we get our Unity combo. Try and use this if the enemy is launched, otherwise use it when your talent art is up so you could take advantage of the 30% damage increase on all your arts. To optimally get the most damage, you'll want to use Energy Boost before your talent art or Unity combo. Besides that, use it on these arts in the most potent order: Raging Force, Revolt Uppercut, Detonating Hit, Mighty Strike, and Backspin Punch. Now for boss fights, you'll want to start off the same, but we want to focus on getting Breaking Waves online before we go into Chain Attack. Ideally, you'll want the boss to be launched for an additional 50% more damage. Use the tactical Follow the Leader, and once your allies are nearby, press the plus button for the chain attack. If you copied their arts I showed before, then this will be simple as everyone just has to press Y. For the first turn, we're looking for either Rex or Matthew. Oh man, unfortunate we didn't get either one. Afterwards, you want to use Nicole as he's filler. Then Glimmer. The reason we grouped everyone up before the chain attack is so we're all inside the attack field. Then A and Matthew to get us close to 200 and Rex to finish us off. You could use Shulk here to get everyone back, but I've used this build so much that I'm confident that we could kill the boss. From here, we just want to do the same thing with Glimmer, Matt, and Rex to constantly hit 200 and do the most damage. When the third order comes around, we want Nicole, otherwise we don't get the maximum damage. Unfortunate, but hopefully this video helped you beat any boss you were stuck on, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And don't forget, if this video brought value to you, please leave a like and consider subscribing to see more, as I play a wide array of RPG games and I break them down just like this. Until the next video, I'll see ya.